What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy, Brian B, and I'm back, baby. That's right. I say it every time. Like I went somewhere. I ain't even going anywhere. I'm always here. But I just haven't put out an episode in a little while. You know, it's the holiday season around, and we coming back strong because, you know, the Beeline always gonna come back after the holidays. Hey, if we missed it, happy holidays, you guys. I don't know at this point right now. Hey, listen, this is a little secret right here. I don't know if I put out a holiday episode. I don't know. I don't know if it went out, if it didn't. But if it did, I hope you enjoyed it. If it didn't, sorry, we missed you. We'll get you next year. But it's your boy, Brian B. We got a Talking with Strangers segment for y'all today. It's me, Brian B, and this is the Beeline, baby. Let's go.
Is what you call.
Thank you guys so much. Happy New Year. Whatever we at, I don't even know what time it is. I'm putting this out whenever I want to put it out. Yo, listen, 2021 was a great year. I hope you guys had a very successful time. I hope you guys had a very successful Christmas year, wrap up, whatever you want to call it, man. I hope everybody's getting what they got. Hope you open your presents, boys and girls. Hope you got what you wanted. Hey, listen, I'm very excited to see you guys today. We actually have a great interview. If we're talking about the beginning of the year, and starting stuff up and beginnings and new beginnings and trying to become more than what you were, all that shit or whatever. Yo, listen, we got somebody here talking with strangers. We back at it, yo. I'm going to let her introduce herself and exactly what she's about. Screen on the screen. Miss Nyjah Mccoy, baby. Miss Nyjah Mccoy. How you doing, Nyjah?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. I love the energy. The introduction was great.
Thank you.
As you said, I'm Nyjah Mccoy. I go by Nyjah Monet, my middle name. I try to drop the last name off, you know, keep it cordial, I guess.
That's weird. It's weird that like so many people do that, yo. I don't know what it is about. Like, get out of here, last name. Don't know me. Like people do that all the time. Like, and a lot of times people do use like their middle name or like a name that they make up or whatever. I don't know. What is it about your last name? You don't want your government out there or whatever?
Yeah, I don't want my government out there. That's what it is.
Okay, good point, I guess.
It's okay.
That's right, y'all. So we got her. She's here with us. She wants to share with us, like, you know, the things that she's doing right now, going into the new year, a lot of successful things that she's starting up, a lot of businesses. And just to, you know, hit on the topic, like, you know, this is one of the things that I did start this Talking with Strangers segment for. I was on Mr. Warren Marlowe. Warren, yo, thank you so much for having me on the show. We were talking about it. He kind of asked me about why I started this segment. And it's for this purpose right here. If you want to come on and you want to speak about, like, you know, what you're doing, what you got going, if you want to tell a story, if your husband's cheating on you, you want to shout him out. Listen, I want that shit right here. Like, that's this whole purpose, man. Talking with strangers. Hit your boy up, Brian B. And you know, I'll give you a platform so you can share your ideas. But all right, Miss Nyjah, I gotta get that right. I don't know if it's Ninja or Nyjah. I don't know. I'm trying to like Nyjah. Yeah, I'm looking at the name like, okay, I'm gonna forget it and shit. We're strangers, y'all. I don't know each other. I have no idea who you are. But okay, so tell us a little bit about what business that you have started recently. This is the whole purpose of you coming on and speaking today.
Yes, absolutely. So my business is called Mogul Minded Solutions, and I do a hybrid of mindset and business coaching. What I do is I help entrepreneurs blaze their own trails in the industry and niches of their choice through active learning, accountability. I'm sorry about that.
Hard word.
Meditation and visualization as well. Yes. Like you said, a hard word.
Yeah. So you said through okay, so I heard all the ways that you do it, but for me, the ones that stood out the most was through meditation and visualization. Let's touch on that a little bit real quick.
So the reason why I do that definitely is to help anyone who it is that I'm working with strengthen their mindset, kind of pivot them from going from a worker bee, a busy boss, busy doing nothing, even to kind of just, like I said, the name is Mogul Minded Solutions. I'm trying to help you go from boss to CEO to mogul. So meditation, visualization, that just helps you with gaining clarity around your goal. It doesn't matter if it's like your business goals, your personal goals, whatever the case may be. It just gives you, like I said, clarity on understanding your end goal so that you know you have a clear direction as to where it is that you're going. And all you have to do is just follow the steps to get there.
That's
So it's
very interesting.
basically, just helping them. It's helping them reach a destination. It's helping them set a destination to reach.
Got you. Okay, cool. That's very interesting. I'm pretty sure that's a topic that a lot of people can actually utilize at this point right now.
Yes.
I know this is going to be very interesting. See, we listen, I'm going to say this real quick because I talk a lot. But when I start these shows, a lot of times, especially talking with strangers segments, it's not like I sit down and map out conversation topics and shit like that or whatever. I just literally just freestyle. And the first thing that came to my head was IT Tiff, she's my co-host, my girlfriend that she's on the show sometimes and she comes on. She's on a lot less now. But especially because she's starting her own business and she's got it's called Yaspiration Creations. And she's a Hebrew Israelite. She follows that. I'm different. I'm not we kind of got different lives there, but we work together.
That's fine.
But it's really good. I'm watching her and she's doing little business meetings and stuff like that with her, people she's working with. And I'm looking at my baby, I'm like, man, she's doing a thing, And being able to me doing the show and then her doing this, it's like, when you have a business, you're trying to create something, you don't understand how much work goes into it, whether it be hobby, whether it be for fun, whether it be whatever. Like the need for somebody or like a structure for somebody, a position for somebody to come in and help people do this kind of thing.
Right.
It's very necessary, yo. It's like you might think it's easy to start something, stay dedicated, especially when times get hard or things get troublesome. It's easy to fall away. It's easy to get discouraged.
It especially is. And that's exactly why I do what I do. This definitely is not my first business. I started a product business as well. I call it my beauty because it's beauty and fashion.
Okay.
But that's exactly what drove me to doing this business coaching thing, because everything that you're saying, I didn't understand the importance of the structure. I didn't understand, first off, how much even, work goes into a business. I didn't understand how to run a business. I knew how to work. I have a strong work ethic. And that's like where it ended. So I understand how important it is to make that shift mentally, like I said, from worker bee to being your own boss, to being the CEO, to the mogul.
So that's very interesting. Yeah. So, you notice that a lot now. I think, I don't know what's changed. I just had this conversation a couple of days ago. Me and IT Tiff talked about it, and me and somebody at my job talked about it. There's a huge change or shift in the workforce industry, whatever the hell you call it, now that I'm noticing when it comes to what people are deciding to do as far as career paths, as far as beginnings, especially. The younger generation, they're coming in and they're immediately, I want to have my own business. I want to start some shit. I want to do something. They have a lot of platforms available so they can do things, whether it be Amazon, whether it be a lot of, like you said, products, fashion, a lot of things of that nature. People are, I know people who are just starting up like, hey, I want to go and move furniture for people or, simple things. But it's easier to, I think, share your ideas now before you have to get like flyers and pass them around the whole neighborhood and shit like that or whatever.
Yeah, it is.
But now you got to do a post. And in 10 minutes, you can have 16 people who are moving tomorrow and saying, hey, I need movers. Oh, you're cheap? Okay, let me hire you with a truck.
Right.
So I think that's like the development. I guess technology has kind of pushed everybody in that area. But I do want to speak on it because this is what we were talking about. I do think that mentality has kind of damaged the people who are going to McDonald's and getting their first job and learning the workforce, learning what it takes to get a paycheck when you're doing a little bit of money, or even though I've heard arguments on both sides, they don't appreciate their workers and you're getting 16 hours and $5 an hour and shit like that or whatever, which is very true. So people are like, hey, man, forget that. I'm going to just skip past that line and just jump on to owning my own shit. Here we go.
Right.
It's very complicated to own your job and think you're just going to be a millionaire because you can say, I have a business. And I think that's why it's important for people who are offering services like you to help people understand, like, listen, it's not easy. You're not, just because you don't want to work at McDonald's, you want to say, I want to be my own boss, and then you try to make that happen. Congratulations. But don't feel like you're bypassing the hardness that you don't want to experience and jumping right to the easy part. And I kind of feel like that's kind of where a lot of people's mindset is. You understand?
Everybody wants to be their own boss until it's time to do the job.
Listen,
that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's the reason why they say only, 10% of businesses that start up are successful. Because of exactly what you just said. You know, everybody, and especially now, like with the Gen Zers, the millennials and things like that, they're so high tech that they're trying to skip all of the important things. You have to first develop a work ethic before you create a business. Exactly like you said. Mm-hmm. You have to do, there's no way around it. Even if it's just babysitting, something, you have to put yourself in a position to understand the importance of doing the actual work. Because once it gets to that point where you have to do that work and it gets too much and shit just gets too hard, too heavy on you, you're going to quit. Yep. So I do definitely, that's like I said, the importance or the reason why I do the meditation, I do the visualization, I do brainstorming activities and all, especially if they haven't even started up yet. Especially if they haven't even started up yet, because I want them to see ahead of time, you know, how much work they have to put into it.
Yeah.
I just spoke to someone who just said she had her LLC since 2019 and didn't do anything with it. And that alone speaks volumes. And you know,
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. I was going to ask on that right there. Don't you think that with that, I don't know if you're going to touch on it afterwards or whatever, but with people who do, and I'm not trying to knock anybody, I'm just trying to like put all thoughts out there. Like with people who do get an LLC or whatever, when they say they have something like, you know, you think a lot of people get it? I'm not saying that they don't have the idea of like, hey, I'm going to be successful, but I think a lot of people just want that exposure. Like, I got my own business. Like, I did this. Like, it feels good to achieve something, but also it feels good to have it and say that you have it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's definitely a flex, and that's what people are living for now, to flex on people for whatever.
On if Instagram and Facebook,
flex on yourself. Flex on yourself. Level yourself up first, and then succeed and go flex on the people if that's what you want to do. But me personally, I don't see the point in that. What are you proving anything to anyone for? The only person you have to prove anything to is you. That's it.
Very true. Yeah, I think that is a good point, because there is, I'm not like I said, I'm just putting the thoughts out there, but there are a lot of people who, like, you know, who do, not saying that they don't want to be successful or have something, but like you said, they don't have the work ethic. And they much would rather have the name, like the brand. I own my own business. It sounds good. It's attractive. You know what I mean? But when you get faced with, like you said, the failure that you have to, you know, come face to face with when you're doing things like this, that's where people draw back. They're not ready for that. And I think that's why, like I said, your product is well needed for a lot of people in this generation, because people do think shit is easy, yo. People, or at least people want things to be easy because everything's so much easier, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. And then another thing that you said too is social media. It's the fault of social media, because you're not just connected with, let's say, your block or your family, your school, your wherever it is that you meet your people at, a community center, whatever. You're not just connected with these people that are around you within your circumference, your village, right? You're now able to connect with people literally from all around the world. Sure. So it's definitely, you know, easy to go on Facebook, go on Instagram and build up a name. But then once you get it, what do you want to do with it? That's the thing.
Very true.
That's the thing. And yeah, like you said, social media to me right now in business is important, because this is how I'm getting myself out there, you know, but beyond me just putting up the posts, beyond me just promoting my stuff, I'm actually networking with people. I found you. You get what I'm saying? I've found people that I have to hire because I understand that there are things that I'm just never going to understand. And I had to kind of come to, first of all, in agreement with myself that, okay, I don't have this background. And, I could read all of the articles on it that I want, but I'm just not getting it. So I had to go out and find marketers. I had to go out myself and go find a business coach in the beginning. I had to go out and I had to find like editors and photographers, models, brand ambassadors, all of these things. You have to actually connect with people. I see all the time, there's so many people that's like, do I have to put myself in a picture or do I have to show my face with my brand? Yes.
Yeah, why not? What are you trying to do it for? Like,
there's no way ever. You're not Beyonce.
Yeah,
you have to. You have to put your face out there so that people know that it's real. And people, before they buy a product or before they buy a service, they buy into you, your personality.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
That's very true. I think that's one of the things that a lot of people understand now more than ever because of social media. And I think that's why it's so many people out here trying to put that front on, because you want to look a certain way and be a certain way, so people see you how you want them to see you. And it's easier to achieve that now. But like you said, like, there are people out there who are like, hey, I want to do this, but do I have to do it? Like, yes. Come into the shit, okay? Don't try to back out. You're gonna back out of the easiest part doing it.
You can't half-ass own a business.
Yeah, man, do it. Go full throttle, man. Why are you trying to back out already? There's way harder shit to do than, I want my face being on the pack.
Exactly.
Listen, bro. You step forward, like you taking a risk. When you take a risk, you can't partially take the risk, man. You got to jump in that shit, and achieve it all the way. But so I wanted to ask, keep getting to know you better. So you started this business. How long have you been doing this, and what have you done so far with it?
So the business itself has been live for 2 months. That's like when I launched the website. My first month was completely dry, no calls. I couldn't get anybody to like a status or anything, to be honest. Honestly, I just kept working. I'm hopping inside of groups. I'll see people posting questions. I answer the question. And then, of course, you just let them know from there. If you're interested, I do business coaching. You can send me a DM, whatever the case may be. Like I said, beyond clients, I'm connecting with other freelance workers. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that I can kind of help put myself in a better position business-wise. The last 3 weeks have been these have been my 360. That has been my 360. I have so far helped about 29 women, going on 30 actually. I just connected with like a few of them before this. Already just fully understand where it is that they want to go, what it is that they want to do, and general business operations. I literally just last week hopped on a clarity call with someone, and she messaged me today like, yeah, I got off of work to a sale today. And I'm like, wow, damn, off the clarity call alone? I had to clutch my own pearls. I was like, girl, are you serious?
It feels good, especially when you're trying to move your idea and it's like progressing in a good direction. Yeah, it feels great. Exactly. It's very motivating.
And it's just, like I said, a lot of times it's even just after that first call, us trying to get to know each other, that they have so much clarity and they have some kind of like a aha moment.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the bulk of what I do and what I've done so far. I'm still very much new. I'm still kind of trying to get my feet wet. Like I said, other than that, I've hired a couple of people because there's just work that I'm not going to do. I've tried it and I've tried it and I've tried it and I've failed. So I'm just going to just hire somebody to do it now. It's okay.
How long have you been wanting to do something like this? Was this always something that you were connected to, or was it from job experiences that you've had?
So definitely, yes. It has always been something that I've been trying to get going. And honestly, I tried to kind of launch the both of these brands together. So the beauty brand, what I was going to do is add business packages for anyone who wanted to start their business. kind of on that website, but it looked messy. It was confusing. They didn't know if I was coaching or selling stuff. Like, so I came to the realization that, okay, it's time to now separate these two. Because it's the beauty brand is not going to do anything for the business coaching at all. There's no way that I can kind of advantage myself that way. And it's funny because it looks to me as if it's the coaching brand that's going to get the beauty brand where I wanted it to be in the beginning. Gotcha. I think it's also important to note that, like, with the beauty brand, a lot of that was just strictly hobbies. I like to like make skincare products. I like to make hair care products. I like to make all of this stuff. It's just things that just bring me joy. It brings me peace. And so that's why I went into that first. I have a passion for it. I have a love for it. And so I just thought that's going to be the easiest thing for me. I like, you know, obviously dressing. I like to do my hair, things like that. But I'm also, and always have been, extremely like scholarly. Before like COVID, my goal was to continue on through college. I've gone up to junior year and get my master's in psychology and then go on and get the doctorates in psychology. So with my mindset training, that's where a lot of that comes in from. In terms of like spiritual alignment and stuff, that's just me. That's my body. I'm extremely spiritual myself. So there are things that I had to do to kind of like reacquaint me with me. And so, you know, I noticed how like powerful a lot of those things were that I did. And I understand that there's not too many people, you know, that look like us that know these things, that know that they're able to create literally whatever it is that they want to create. Wow. Are you shitting me? I'm so sorry.
That's not the first one we've had on the Beeline. Beeline, you know that. Had that a couple times. So let's talk about some other things that you got going on. So you have the I do have your website, and you're on your YouTube, where it's not a website. You got your Facebook business page. Like you said, it's still pretty fresh. But just to wrap it up one more time, give everybody like a general description of what it is that you offer with the services that you have.
Okay, so outside of doing like my coaching, I also create courses. So as of right now, I do have a course for drop shippers or anyone who wants to learn how to drop ship. Anyone who's already drop shipping and just doesn't get it. I do have a course that kind of details that, and it goes into like extreme detail, is what it is, how you do it. It's setting up your business banking, setting up business credit. That's included inside of that. I've included a whole bunch of like other resources. So I gave them a PDF copy of a method that they can use to consistently successfully launch their products or their services that they have, things of that nature. And when you do sign up for a package, what it is that you get is you get weekly coaching calls with me. They're usually done via Zoom. They're an hour long. You get free access to any course that I publish. So as I said, right now I have for drop shippers. I'm in the works for a business credit course itself, because the business credit, I guess, module was kind of small. So I just wanted to expand on that. And I'm right behind that doing a course on insuring your business, getting business insurance, things that absolutely no one thinks about, right? So, So I'm trying to get a whole bunch of stuff in terms of, like I said, the things that nobody thinks about. The insurance, you got to get your legal papers together, your LLC, your EIN, your reseller's license. If you're doing your products or whatever the case may be, you have to get these things together. I help them with, like I said, building business credit, or I explain to them how to build business credit. And I explain to them the difference between like a net 30 account, a net 60 account, trade lines, things of that nature. And then literally like anything else that it is that they want to do as well. I do Forex. So if I have someone who's interested in like, okay, look, I wanted to start a business, but I want to do Forex. Okay, well, you got this. I do Bitcoin and like cryptocurrency. I do music. I do a lot. I do a lot of stuff. I do music.
Sounds like it. Damn.
I'm
check marks.
Yes. So that's pretty much what you get. You get the 1 hour coaching calls. They're weekly. It just literally depends on how long you want to sign up for. You either have 3 months, 6 months, or a year. You get free access to the finances, the financial courses, and if you have a drop shipping business, you get free access to the drop shipping business. I'm gonna do one for course creators. I'm gonna do one also for coaches, so that they have something to kind of go by in terms of structure, and you can answer questions or do quizzes and things like that to kind of again help you understand exactly what it is that you want to do.
Got it. Sounds really good. Yeah, I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm somebody who's like, started my own business. When I started this show, like, I didn't realize that it was going to be a business. I pretty much thought it was going to be just a show, and just something you post on YouTube and this and that and have fun, like you said before with the products that you design. Like, the hobby is what kind of, when you can turn your hobby into something that's profitable, that's everybody's dream. You know what I mean? Something that you like to do, that you get paid for, like, that's everybody's dream. But I never thought of this as a business. I thought of it as just a show, like, just a name, just a brand. But as I got more into it, I was intrigued by, like, hey, I should make this profitable. I should offer services. I should do this video editing, whatever. Yeah. It's like hearing all the things that you're saying now. And like I said, when I see Tiff, she's doing hers now. There are things that I haven't even done all the way that I'm more interested in doing now, because it is necessary if you want to have something successfully. Like, you can do shit and just get it done. But if you want to know the ropes on how to make your stuff stand out, make your stuff last against whatever people, legal standpoints, whatever you need for the situation, it is necessary to have people like you in the industry that you're offering, that we can turn to. So besides just doing your business and things like that, so you've been doing that. So what have you done? Like, what's your background? What have you been into, work-wise or life-wise? What are the things that you're interested in?
So I actually left the work field in the beginning of 2021. It was in January. Okay. And I was working first as a medical assistant, then I transitioned into nursing. And literally what it was quite a few things. I was overworked and extremely underpaid. And I know that sounds crazy because I just transitioned from like nursing. But I have a high, like a high class lifestyle. So it wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want that money that I was getting. Before then it was like strictly retail. If not retail, I was like doing waitressing and things like that. Yep. And then, like I said, I do music as well. That was and always has been one of my favorite hobbies ever. I'll go hop in the studio somewhere. So
what do you do?
Oh, I rap.
Oh, you rap? Oh, shit. Yeah. I got another show we should be on right now.
That's fine. That's fine. We can definitely
ENT, baby. Entertainment show ain't go nowhere, y'all. Yeah, we still there. We still got the show off segment. We doing everything. We coming back strong this new year coming. But we kind of been taking a little break. We had I got another show that I do on the same channel on YouTube. So with rappers and do stuff. So we have to come back on and definitely rap a little bit. Tell us what you do as far as music. I'll hold that for that show because I want to definitely like to get into that.
Yeah, we can save that. That's okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. But so besides that, like you said, doing retail, like we were touching on the topic earlier, like how it is, how it feels now that people are just wanting to jump and say, I don't want to do this shit. I just want to own some shit. I don't want to. No more wrapping burgers. I just want to work. I just want to own.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that it's difficult. Yo, do you have kids?
I have two.
2 kids.
And
yeah,
it is extremely difficult.
Yeah, to teach them, because you want to teach them the glory of like, hey, I'm owning a business. Like I got my kids and everything like that, and they see me coming here. Like my son was just helping me set my lights up and stuff like that I just got before I started this show. So it's like he's seeing his dad sit down here and talk to people online. He's seen my shows, like my kids watch my shows and stuff like that. He's been on the show. But it's difficult for me to make sure he understands, like, yo, don't just think you're gonna grow up and just have a show like daddy and be a millionaire and shit. Like, I'm not a millionaire. Like,
yeah. It's my daughter too. She like came to me the other day and she's like, "Are we wealthy?" I was like, "Oh no."
Hell no.
No.
Yeah. It's important to know the difference, and like I think that the hard work is important. I even think that a lot of the unappreciation is important for people to experience, so they know what their worth is. When you go to work at that, like you said, I share a very similar work experience. I've always done retail. I've always done furniture moving. I've done a little bit of everything, furniture moving to, grocery management. I've done a little bit of everything. But it helped me gain knowledge of what I wanted to do. It helped me gain knowledge of what I was good at. It helped me gain knowledge of bullshit here, but greatness there. And, I have that experience under my belt now. No matter how many times I failed or worked through it or, was really good at it, but it wasn't the right time, whatever. But people now, when I say people, I'm just categorizing. I don't mean any particular group, but I do mean people do think that you can skip steps. And when you skip steps, you're not learning. You can cheat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Your way to the top, but you're not learning. Once you get to the top and you got to do that shit, you don't know what to do because you're the person that everybody's looking towards now. So if you don't know, because you use everybody else to get where you got to go, you don't know how to operate the shit. And I think that's what it is when people are trying to jump ship and not take that road, take that journey to owning your own process. Some people get lucky and just own some shit and, it just works out great. They got a great product. They're smart. They know how to do it. But most of the time, you skipping that path, you're not getting that knowledge you gaining on the way.
Right, so exactly.
It's difficult, man. It's difficult. Maybe I'm just getting old. I'm just talking about these kids out here.
No, it's not. It's things that the younger generation need to hear because social media literally has everybody thinking that all you need is an account. Mm-hmm. No, you don't just need an account. You don't just need a great magnetic personality. You don't just need to be funny. You need to have your shit planned out. That's it, and that's all.
Very true. Straight to the point. Yeah, Fashion Nova dress ain't gonna get your ass, $1 million.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very true. Yo, but it is a good point to acknowledge that shit though. Especially with, you see a lot. I'm on social media all the time. I have a lot of girls like in my family. I have two daughters, and then I have 3 nieces. So my one niece, she's here today. She's with the kids now. She's always on TikTok. She makes videos. She does everything beautiful. My baby's beautiful. But I watch TikTok. I watch TikTok a lot, and I'm a guy. So listen, I'm telling you, I'm watching the titty shaking all day. Like I like it. Like it is something. I'm not gonna lie and act like when that page comes up, gross. Like no, I acknowledge. But I'm just saying, like, I see that a lot. I see it a lot. So I know she sees it a lot. And for me, it's like, I'm just looking and being like a little entertained for a second, but she's looking at it like, oh, well, people must like that.
Like I
she
can do this. And it's like, no.
Yes. That's where that, my 20-year-old self leaves and then my 35-year-old self comes back. So it's like, my niece is watching this and she's thinking that's what's glorified. She's thinking that she sees this lady with her, bikini on, jumping up and down. And she's got 150,000 people. Literally, that's all she's doing. She's not doing anything else. Like building a helicopter. Like she's just doing that. And 150,000 people watched it, including me. Like, something right.
Not for nothing. I'm happy that you said that because it's important to get a different kind of representation out there. You do not have to sell yourself short and show everything. No, if you want to show something, show how big your brain is. That's it. That's all. That's what you need. Show how talented you are. If you can dance, you don't have to gyrate like pop your ass all the time. That's not necessary.
Yeah. I say that because I had a hard standpoint on TikTok, especially when it first came out, because that's all I was seeing. I was seeing a lot of, the dances and the cute little dances come out, and the kids do the dances, and then the adults do the dances, and then the adults do the dances half naked and shit. So it's like, sex sells, it's gonna sell. But then I started watching TikTok, and I started acknowledging like the amount of talent that is on TikTok. There's such talented people.
It's incredible.
Singers to producers, to just people telling stories, people designing things, people restoring things. Like it's incredible, man. It's such an art form. And that's where I kind of changed my perspective on it. But still, like I said, like you were talking about, you don't want people to think, especially the younger generation, to grow up and just think this is what I have to do to be successful. People are going to acknowledge me. People are going to look at me. People are going to want to buy my cars and shit like that or whatever, because I'm doing this and I'm a pretty face. I mean, that was always something that was thought about, I guess, like back in my time. I'm not sure how old you are, but that was something that was always talked about back in my time. Like, the pretty people are more successful, ugly people stay in the back. But now you can make your image. Boy just launched that metaverse shit like we in Marvel Comics.
Oh my God, that's another thing. And like you said, the workforce right now is really weird because it seems to me, anyway, I don't know about you, I'm into conspiracy theories. So it seems to me as if they're trying to replace every person, every living, breathing person with a robot. And that's why it's so important right now to try to get something established for yourself so that when it comes to the fact that, okay, we don't need you. You go pee too much, right? You have something to go fall back on.
Isn't it crazy that you have to acknowledge that for what it is? Like, you hear people talk about it all the time. Like we were just talking about before. Oh, I'm underpaid. I don't get enough stuff. I don't get this. I don't get that. Yeah. But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you used to go into Walmart and say, hey, I want a fucking job as a cashier. Good luck being a cashier now because they don't have it.
And then not for nothing, you go to Walmart. I can cashier myself now.
That's it. But before, you used to bitch about not having a job and not doing this. And you were 16, 17. You said, okay, I'm going to go bag at a grocery store. You go to the grocery store now, they had 30 jobs available because they needed friggin' 20 registers to have cashiers on them, bag people on them. But now, maybe they have 15 jobs because they don't need 30 people to do the bagging jobs no more. So it's like, it's a balance, yo. But like you said, you had people coming in, showing up late, going to the bathroom, quitting on the spot. And then people said, okay, let's weigh our options. Wait a minute. We can get this robot to do this shit. We don't got to worry about these people anymore.
It don't got to eat. It don't got to pee. It don't got to do nothing. It don't got to go smoke every 5 minutes. Like,
if I had a business, I'd get the robot too. Like shit.
Exactly.
I mean, you want to do all that shit on the society and like, oh yeah, I want to be reaching out to the community and helping the people and shit. But if you want a job and you want to get something done successfully, I heard they was doing that with even with fast food. Like they have robots to flip the hamburgers and shit. Like,
and I think like Domino's has like a car now that drives itself and delivers itself. I don't have to tip nobody no more.
I don't want nobody spitting in my food and sniffing it and shit weird. Put in that self-driving car and send my shit to me. I don't care. Listen, Johnny don't have a job no more. What was he making $20 an hour? Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's another thing too. The people want more money. They want more money. You don't have to
deserve it. You deserve it. I mean, the world is the world is crazy right now. It's like everything is very expensive. You see all this inflation and shit going on with everything. I mean, gas alone, like gas is unfucking believable right now. But people, listen, I'm gonna say this on air. Listen, I don't know what it is. I don't know how real it is. I haven't done any research. I'm just gonna say it. Everybody hated Donald Trump ass, right? He was racist. He did all this.
I just said this to my father.
Ass nigga, right?
He helped niggas the most.
Saying, bro.
And he did.
Joe Biden got in there and gave us a little bit of money on the side and fixed a little bit of issues.
He helped niggas finesse the PPP loan and everything.
Bro, everything expensive, yo. Everything is beyond belief expensive at this point. You can't do shit. Ain't no damn food in the stores. I'm like, yo, listen, we was bitching about Trump. Everybody was glorifying Joe Biden, but yo, shit seems crazy right now.
Crazy. It's starting to look like the Hunger Games outside.
I'm trying to tell you, yo. I was thinking that same shit the other day. I'm like, all right, New Year going to child tax credit going away. Like, they teasing motherfuckers. You're like, we puppies or something.
Yeah, but and that's another thing too. That's why it's so important for you to work first. To earn the money to stat. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So great point. Great point. Great business. Much luck to you. Hopefully everybody sees this video. I'm gonna put all your clips in there. And AOB line, we still here. We got people coming on doing the talking with strangers. We don't know each other, but we getting to know each other. That's what networking is all about. So if you are listening to this and you do want to start a business, much success, much love to you. But don't cut corners, man. I had to learn that shit the hard way too. My uncle used to tell me that all the time. Don't cut corners, yo. Don't think that you going to just see somebody doing something so you going to do it. It's cool to drive for something, but don't forget to pay attention to what you got around you before you get there. You ain't going to be a millionaire in 5 minutes. You got to work, man. Don't pass by the hard work either. Learn how to do the hard work so you can be great when you get to the achievement.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. So, Miss Nyjah, it's great having you on. We're going to post all your stuff, like I said, and, we definitely want to have you come back on and, talk about your music career and stuff like that you've been doing. How long have you been in doing music?
Oh my God. I've been rapping since I was like 8 years old. I've been doing it professionally now since August. So I just like kind of started working with, I don't know if you've heard of CSP music group before, but they're
CSP,
like
look it
based
up.
in Atlanta. And so
Gotcha.
I'm going to start recording actually in the spring. I'm excited.
Where are you calling out of? I didn't even ask you.
Where am I calling from right now?
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Oh, you're in Connecticut. Okay, so you're in Connecticut. We're actually in Atlanta. So,
wow.
Yeah, we're based in Atlanta. I'm from Jersey though, so that's why I didn't know. I can tell you sound like you're from New York.
I am Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, because I can hear it. So it's like we've had a couple rappers on the entertainment show from Brooklyn. My cousin Roddy from Newark. So we had a couple people. We only had eight shows on the entertainment show so far, but we used to have a lot of music heavy talent on this show. But I wanted to introduce a new show because I didn't want it to just be music. I wanted more conversations like this, just open discussions and things like that. But so we're gonna definitely link back up and we'll get you back on so we can host one. And you will showing off if you want to just freestyle something, whatever you gotta do to show your talent.
Whatever, it's okay. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it now. But thank you for coming on, Beeline. Hey, thank you guys so much. If you haven't, I didn't say it earlier. Like, share, subscribe. The show is still here, coming back strong. Yo, y'all like the new design? Y'all like everything? See, this is my wall I've been sitting behind. I got all my stuff up here. I've always wanted to have like a nice collage of things in my studio. So we changed up a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great year. Much success, much love to you. Anything you want to say in closing? You good?
Nah, I think I'm pretty much good. We're good.
Great. Wrap it up. No problem. Hey, listen, Beeline, it's your boy Brian B telling you to stay true, stay positive, pay attention, and make sure that you following your dreams, baby. I ain't Martin Luther King or nothing, but I want you to follow your dreams and be successful. Much success to everybody. Let's hope that Joe Biden does his damn job and stop falling asleep and start signing some checks around this motherfucker. Yo, listen, even if you don't sign some checks, Joe Biden, I need you to do something about the gas, because I can't drive nowhere without getting $400 fucking dollars. Get the shit together, Joe Biden. Me out.
Exactly. Yeah. At least fix the gas at the very least. We just got that shit back down.
I want to go somewhere. I saw gas on the desk. It said $40. I thought it said $40. It was $4. I was like, listen, where am I going? I'm not even going to work anymore. I quit. But all right, y'all. Stay true. I'll holler. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Brian B. Once again telling you to check out Thursday nights. It's the Beeline Entertainment, the Beeline ENT, baby. We got people coming on to show up. That's right, Beeline Entertainment, where you get the most in the music, the movies, the topics, whatever you can name. We're trying to let you shine. You shine. You the one that's going to be out in them TV screens, movie screens, celebrity screens, radio waves, whatever you want to call it. It's your boy Brian B. We making it happen. Check it out, the Beeline ENT. Holla at me.